I am John Russ, candidate for the United States Senate for the great state of Indiana. Tuesday was a dark day for our democracy here. The Indiana Election Commission discarded the rights of thousands of Hoosiers to run for office or to have their verified ballot petition signatures not heeded, all in the interest of keeping 81% of Hoosiers like you and me from being able to run for political office. To run for the United States Senate in Indiana, the legal requirement is to gather 4,500 verified signatures, 500 in every congressional district. Myself and my supporters gathered over 17,000 signatures. Of those, 11,242 were verified, including hundreds more than my opponent in his own congressional district. The Indiana Election Commission trashed the rights of every one of those verified Hoosier voters who signed my petition. The threshold was more than doubly met and ignored. The Election Commission used the two-primary rule, which was not in effect during the entire time of filing for office, to throw myself and hundreds of other candidates across Indiana off the ballot. The shocking part of all of this, had this same rule been in place in 1860, Abraham Lincoln, had he still lived in Indiana, would not have been able to run as a Republican for president. He would have been kicked off the ballot just like me and hundreds of other Hoosiers. He could not have made the timeline threshold required by the statute where his log cabin was located in southern Indiana. Abraham Lincoln himself said elections belong to the people. It is their decision. The Indiana Election Commission is appointed, not elected. It is based on the interest of the Republican and Democrat Party fat cats, not the party members like you and me. They have a vested interest in keeping only establishment candidates on the ballot and excluding anyone they can find any fig leaf of an excuse to take out. It is no wonder Indiana has the absolute lowest voter participation rate in the United States, dead last. We are 50th out of all 50 states. Because the Indiana Election Commission and the state work together to rig the elections to where you have only the illusion of choice, or indeed, as it stands now for the United States Senate, absolutely no choice, of course voter participation will go down, and fewer Hoosiers will be legally able to run for office. That was their plan, and that is their goal. But I'm standing up for Hoosiers, and I'm fighting the establishment. I'm going to take this all the way to the United States Supreme Court to get the constitutional rights of all Hoosiers once again restored. This fight is just beginning. When I got into this race, it was to make sure that the American dream that has blessed my family would be there for future generations for all Hoosiers. The cesspool of career politicians working to protect themselves and fight against everyday working Hoosiers like you and me is why I'm running. I am filing the required paperwork to appeal this unconstitutional ruling by the Election Commission so that once again I and other Hoosiers can be on the ballot. I promise you, I will never give up this fight until all Hoosiers are able to have the constitutional right to run for political office once again. And just as hard as I am fighting for your rights now, I promise to fight even harder once I am your next United States Senator. I am not in this for a career. I am in this to do the right thing for Hoosiers. Thank you for your time, and have a blessed day.